All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? I'm afraid Article 30.1.7 stipulates that religious or spiritual assertions cannot count towards one's proof of self-sufficiency. I will repeat, for the last time, may I add, do you have means to support yourself? Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's Decree on Extraordinary Wartime Measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name? Oh, take it up with the Duke if you don't like it. Now, your name? I'm doing the questioning here. Last time. Name?
Well met, citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business.
I'm a herbalist by trade, Sir Fist. My assistants and I were out collecting blooms for that rub rot going around. Oof, nasty business. Contagious.
Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still. The Watcher will communicate with our new intelligence directorate. They'll determine if you're a threat to the city. Upstanding citizens have no reason to fear. And you are an upstanding citizen, aren't you?
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known. Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Your peaceful surrender has been noted. You will be transferred to Worms Rock Prison, where you will await further sentencing.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains, take heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is
Silence
imminent.
those little bastards, or I'll have your heads!
This unit is damaged, citizen. This unit is damaged, citizen.
Flaggets will be done.
Never a dull moment. sure what. Don't mind if I do. I should speak up.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work. Only if you're quick. Now let me get back to it.
It's you. I might have time for a catch-up later. Warbrim will want to see you. We've been taking a beating, but he's ready to hit back.
It stopped, but it'll happen again. It keeps happening. The shivering, shaking, quaking. Don't you feel it? There's something underneath the city, inside the rock. But when I ask the stone why it shakes, it only screams. I want to go home.
I should sell this as perfume.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope. As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle. The Steel Watch. They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given a chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while the city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are. Fine. You want to try flapping your gums in the belly of the beast? Be my guest. But their idea of diplomacy is a steel fist shoved where the sun don't shine. So take the bomb. Just in case I'm right and you're wrong. As long as you see sense, I don't care when you see it. The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of Watchers in no time.
Those things are terrifying. If someone hadn't been there. But they were. And I'm here now. I'm safe. Philomene's dead. It's what she always wanted. To die for the cause. I wish she'd spared a thought for me. I just want to be useful, but I'm not as good at this as the others. But I'll get better.
Thank Gerdle we escaped that bloody Steel Watcher. No thanks to you. We did, but we very nearly didn't. Everything's lining up for the Iron Hands, though. Wulbren's about to put his grand plan into action. I don't know. I thought he would have calmed down after we got him away from that place, but there's something else here disturbing him. You are? Excellent. With someone like you on board, it can't fail.
Gonna help us clear those Watchers from the streets? That bomb will save a lot more people than it kills. Trust me. I've seen what those Watchers can do.
Cursed to put my hands on everything. Locked. But there's no key. Must be a switch or something nearby.
Not a chance. Your mother would kill me. Let the kid come. He wants to teach me. Another horde of refugees this morning. When's it gonna stop?
It won't. We should arrest you all for gross negligence. They'll come for our homes, our jobs, everything.
Really? Body is my
There's
favorite!
more than one way to skin a Tresson.
Stop fretting. The Steel Watch will put a stop to them.
Those machines will form a circle around the upper city soon as the fighting stops.
Nothing to do with this stuff.
We'll be on our own.
You again? Found him, did you? I can't say I'm surprised. Gomwick never kept him on a tight leash. Bring him here, and I'll give him a once-over for you. Check him for worms and so on.
Oh, yes, please. I'd love to see him.
He's a good dog. We'd both love to see him again.
Scratch! Oh, it's good to see you, boy!
Shut up, Dringo, and get back to work. And you've been slacking as well, Scratch, my boy. This dog is property of Sword Coast Couriers. I'll take him off your hands now. I can do whatever I please. He's my dog. Now get out. This is a private yard. I'm not surprised. Gomwick always indulged him. And he's got a spark in his eye I don't like. Looks lively. Take the useless mutt if you're so inclined. I'll have nothing more to do with him.
It's not just Scratch. She's always hurting the dogs.
Shut your mouth, Dringo. Last warning. Fine. You think you can do a better job without me? Be my guest. They're a useless bunch of mongrels. You're welcome to them.
What's the worst that can happen if we get a few days in a jail cell? At least we'd have a bed.
Thank you for making Mistress go away. She was horrid. Mistress is gone. Mistress is gone! I mean, such terrible news. She will be missed.
You got rid of her? I'll do a better job looking after these dogs than she ever did. I promise.
That can happen if we get caught sneaking in. 2 days in a jail cell? At least we'd have a bed.
That can happen is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
Scraps for days. It's a racket.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldur? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor. I couldn't say. But think about this. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, he must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as Father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
It's certainly good to be back at camp. How I've missed the smells. Indeed. And I'm sure Dringo will do a great job. He always took good care of me.
had nothing to do with his death. We swear it.
Jerez's caress also has roots.
We are not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I hear.
And if a confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good point.
Worm's Crossing. This place has been a haven, and Harpers were less than welcome in the city proper.
Seems hard to imagine your efforts haven't always been appreciated.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again. Buy a painting. Go on, treat yourself. Do come again. Get your art here, fresh off the eagle.
What if there's food shortages? Rationing, and we can't...
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for? If you're hungry, you know where to find me.
to pleasure you'll find me.
Bigger, smaller, in-betweener, I've got 'em all.
Listen, it's got private rooms.
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon. Fresh catch every day, guaranteed. Eat more fish. It's good for you.
Maybe the circus would be more open to traders?
Should have dumped a lot of them.
Haven't we lingered long enough?
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come off it. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. So did I. Let me show you. Pleasure doing business.
My faith will guide me.
All right. What now?
bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren. And they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it.
The bridge god chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
What's up for discussion?
Don't come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
Time to press ahead.
And if a patron...
Haven't we lingered long enough?
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. How dare you? Accusing an upstanding citizen like me of being a dwarf? I'd have thought you knew your own kind. I'm a halfling, you oaf. It is you. Most definitely not anyone else. Salutations and hello and whatnot. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up. Have a skeg at these. That should do you.
I can't believe I got kicked out.
I was right. This was a stupid idea.
One more mark, then we can go.
The Master said we have enough. The Black Mass is ready to begin.
It's not for the Master. It's for me. I want a beating heart there, ready for me when the Mass is complete. And we're finally granted our freedom. After 200 years of rats, I think we deserve a real drink.
There is no time. We are expected back at the palace.
Relax. The Black Mass won't start until Master drags Astarion from whatever hole he's hiding in. We have time to find one more person.
Wait. You know Astarion?
Where is he? Tell us. How about we leave your blood inside your body?
This is not the time, brother. The Master must be told.
Fine. But this isn't over. We'll see you again.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, I'll second that. It's alright where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
Should have dumped a lot of them.
It's got music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I...
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
Listen up! You need a spot? Bloody gnomes. We need to find where they burrowed themselves up. You! You an adventurer? Looking to pad your purse? Find their foxhole, bring me their chief's head. The fist will reward you well. You'll change your mind once they kill innocent citizens. The only language they'll understand is that of intimidating violence. I agree. But we can't leave our posts. Not with all the patriarchs meeting in Worm's Rock for the coronation. You've the right look. Solid bones. Steady face. The kind that cleans up vermin for pay. Then you're no friend of the fist. No matter, I'll find someone else. Most folks around here will do almost anything. You pay them enough.
confuses me for a member of staff.
I'd probably break his nose. Good.
Let's see what this does.
Birthday wishes service, but don't worry. Everyone is your is correct.
New sensations. A weary traveller, battered and bruised. You come for sustenance. No, decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip. She gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Oh, you crave a performance. How decadent. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Swishing. I'm no fortune teller. If I had a crystal ball, I promise I'd already have consulted it. Truth is, Fionn's gone well missing, and my hands may be skillful, but they were not made to turn every last stone she might be hiding behind. To service is my calling, not to be served. Ugh. But I'd be a fool to say no. The girl kept my coffers near overflowing. 2 flights up, then turn right, and right again. That's Fion's pleasure room, Elminster's library. Here, take the key. I'm listening. Twins, yes. Hands of such skill they could turn stone to silk. Your body could suffer no knot they can't untangle. They're through the curtain to the right. You'll need coin and stamina in abundance to enjoy their services, but the gold will be as well spent as you are. Nisha, our lovely nymph. She's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
True talent.
Better be. Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. Good to see you again, even if you have put me out of pocket. The boss bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. Indeed we do. Seems like an age ago that the boss sent me to keep an eye on you. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
You have the key to my heart in that.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon? Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. You got it. But the new hooch is off limits. Can't have the mams all leaping down my throat if I go burning yours. Pleasure to serve.
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Else, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? Right as falling rain. What's it to you, chuffer?
Don't worry your pretty head about the fist, love. I can play them all like a lute.
What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist.
Remember our vow to keep one another safe. The music stops. And
Isn't right.
One chicken win.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. 9 Fingers.
You rats with the guild now. Heard 9 Fingers met a match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust 9 Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the 9th hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. You there! Getting up in our affairs? Look, this subject's not safe. You selling your services, beat feet to the Guildhall. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
I hate people. I don't understand why there's...
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler. The highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
You can stare as much as you like.
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the night.
Not that type of service down here, love. I've got a husband. And you ain't my type. Ugh. Thank the gods. I've had too many miscreants think my kitchen's just another themed playroom. I suppose, if you're willing to pay for it. Now get out from under my feet, would you?
Was that human born insisting on paying his cutting?
Got that right.
Another case closed, another bottle open! Huzzah to Valeria!
Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine! If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found? While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? That's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too, if you're at it. Why was Lorgan killed? That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed? Could doesn't quite cut it here, I'm afraid. I need a solid, provable motive. Come back when you've got some real evidence. I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again? I want something compelling, hard, tangible evidence, and nothing less.
Again.
Do you not wish to pleasure your fine maiden?
Lovely. And nice. Brothel? Pleasure house?
Nymph's Grotto.
Which means we're getting a real.
Moan loudly in the library at all times.
No traps, please.
Is there anything?
So loud. If the absolutes are.
Devil's Den.
He can be set free. I know. You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us. I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away. Which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Unless some have already sprouted in places I can't see. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. You really do think highly of yourself. My sights are set on something much more valuable than your soul. Succulent though it would be. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir. Better to have it in my hands, and far from your precious world, than in the hands of the gods and monsters that fight over this city's soul. Power, ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky, like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting. And Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme, me. am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the Hells, deep in the Hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why? Why? Is he any worse than Asmodeus, do you suppose? The reigning serpent, he who harvests souls to fight an unwinnable blood war. Worse than Mephistopheles, the devil who slayed his own son. He whose experiments threatened to melt his own frozen throne. Your mind is made up. But there's another option. Glory be to the Comet. The devil keeps the Orphic hammer in his lair. If we can find a way in, we can take it. I'll use it to smash the Truez bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashet. The Githyanki will be free. First to Voss, then to Raphael's House of Hope. Just don't expect a lavish spread awaiting us this time.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael? Well, Thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him? I am glad you had the sense to turn him down, but it certainly does matter. Anything that threatens our alliance threatens our chances of defeating the Elder Brain. So I ask you again, what were the terms of the deal he offered you? An horrendous deal. Imagine a crown of sufficient power to dominate an Elder Brain atop a devil's head. You would be trading one apocalyptic event for another. Thank you for telling me, and for rejecting him. And now, we must be doubly on our guard. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone at Sharess's caress is a...
Down, down, down by the river. Down, down, down by the river. Hanging